Hello. Sora, how's it going? Yeah, I started a little bit early. Let me post in the Discord. Video announcements. Live now. Toxent, how's it going? No, Sora. You misunderstood the title. I am a space DPS addict, and my punishment for having played ground recently is I caught the flu. Everyone in the household has now tested positive for influenza A, Mon meds. It's been a fun week. Basically, after the stream on Tuesday, like you could hear in the video I did later that day, that like I just got all of a sudden just got hit like a truck. And for most of the week, like I still don't feel like my voice is really at a point where I could do a good long-term video. Yeah, I've just the past couple of days just been. You guys know how it is when you got the flu. You're just dead there for a couple days. I mean, slightly, but overall, just feel like trash. Yeah, you guys know how it is, though. I would say, like I'm. If I was given a percent, like I'm like 10% better than yesterday. Yeah, it's been fun. I did enjoy. I had a Walmart order delivered yesterday, and this message from Cheops really cheered me up. The delivery driver was Jesus, and Cheops, of course, when I post that message, he had to chime in with some smart comment. Can you give me your login details before you're raptured? Gotta love Cheops. I don't think being sick is a punishment for playing ground. Look, I left my ship, I left New Romulus, and look what happens. Look what happens when I leave the safety of New Romulus Command Center and the safety of my ship. I go down, I play, some ground TFOs. I visit ESD and these other filthy ground maps, and look what happened. Look at what happens, Get the flu. Yeah, Fever was really fun there. I'd say Wednesday, Thursday were probably the worst for that. Still had some like early Friday, but they were starting to break. The new Antares is pretty good. The visuals suck. Neothamus, Starghost, Kyle, Ack. Realized I didn't say hi. Ginger, Urs, Microvax. Odd. Just build too much cooldown reduction, that's why he's got fever? Oh no. That's what unconventional systems addiction gets you. With too much cooldown, you eventually overheat. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Okay, I don't want to do Voth Ground Battle Zone. I did that the couple streams back, and that was a nightmare. Deal plasma damage, space, polar on damage, space. Okay. That's really easily done. Let's get a rainbow build out. That's one of the nice things with Twinkling is if you have a Twinkling rainbow build set up, it ends up getting your damage endeavors done really fast. So let's see. How long does this take? Sora, thank you for the resub. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you, Rune. Yeah, that's why I haven't done any videos. I mean, I should have done shorts, but I just not really felt like anything the past couple days. My weapon's not firing? There they go. And like, bam, there we go. Fire. Sometimes it's like the weapons just don't want to fire. Oh, that's why. Distribute shields got dumped onto my tray. I hate that. I hate that so much. The distribute shields will basically just stop your weapons from firing. That's why we recommend you don't do that on your keybinds anymore. I was getting really confused as to why my weapons were so resistant to firing, but it all makes perfect sense. And that was the shield distribution crap on the tray. That's all it was. Spend a perk point. I guess intel. The more of these I can, like, the more rows that I can get, like, fully finished, I mean, that just narrows down what's left. Yeah, distribute shields on your spam bar will screw things up quite a bit. How's the new ship trait anyways? Can it hold a candle to broadside and CPF? No. It was doing like mid 40s to mid 50s. Like, if it was a Zen store ship trait, it would be fine, but the issue for them is there's already established Zen store and premium traits like broadside, like complex, that are able to do really high numbers. So when you have a damage dealing trait that comes in and is doing like a quarter of those, it just can be underwhelming. Because I know complex gets a lot of heat, a lot of attention, because plasma has been like the top thing for min-maxers for ever since its introduction. But it's very important to recognize that's not the only the only starship trait that can hit that performance level. Like broadside, that broadside beam support off of the Corolla can do that, and that's right in the Zen store. In fact, in the right conditions with the right piloting and the right buffs, broadside beam support can outdo complex. Yeah. The issue for them overall is they, outside of just damage, I think they want to do things that are not necessarily just damage focused, but the issue is that their game design, like, the only thing that matters at the end of the day when it comes to the combat system in this game is damage output. That's really, I think that's probably their biggest limitation. Is I think they want to be creative and do new things, but because everything is just purely damage focused, like, you want to, let's say you want a tank, you want to be survivability focused. Guess what the mechanics for that rely on? You doing more damage. A tank that does no damage is absolutely worthless because you're not able to generate threat. If you're not doing damage, you're not generating threat. So, yeah, you're tanking because nothing's shooting at you. You want to survive better? Guess what? Some of our heals are based on the damage you're doing. It just, the entire design skews so heavily towards damage that it's really locked them down into what direction they can go with things. Dave, Ken, just the flu. Couple days into it. Couple days into the Tamiflu now. Hopefully, things will be clearing back up a bit better here in the next couple days. Taste the rainbow, yeah. I need to. Speaking of ground, I'm already infected, so I guess let's get the daily done. Arena of Sompek. Yeah, microvax. Yeah, it really does limit them. It's like the only way for them to beat some of these traits that they already have, like if they don't want to just make even more powerful ones, is just to give us more slots, but then it just, it just furthers the issue. The stasis starship trait, which trait was that? What ship was that off of, Blood? Temporal. Is that the premonition? I want to say they fixed that, where it was like always slotted, even when like it was always there, even when not slotted. Yeah, I believe that was fixed.
It is a Klingon.
Logical.
Spectators, honored combatants, prepare for the battle. Begin with the skirmish against members of the Alliance.
I need anti-proton damage ground. Let's pull out the stapler. Yeah, I just find Somtech to be a little bit easier. Oh, I don't know on that one. I want to say some of the issues with it were addressed last year after some PvP complaints, but I don't know. I mean, as far as I'm aware, the PvP community basically is like took some major hits last year, so I don't really know.
Make ready, warriors. The lightning round begins now.
The PvP community, you know, just went in and there was a group trying to get new people into PvP, and some of the old guard just eventually like pushed those people out. So that community right now, I haven't really heard anything from them, because those old guard, like, they don't even really play the game that much, but through their actions they like pushed away some of the people that were trying to get into it, is what I understand. I don't know all the drama, but yeah. Richard, sarcasm, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You like ground? I mean, I've played with a lot of people that like the ground content and stuff. It's definitely not for everyone. But I don't think it's actually that terrible. Like, it legitimately is a... It doesn't cost that much to get a ground setup going. And the ground TFOs are really rewarding for your time, for the amount of marks you get. Like, there's some of the reputations where the best way to really mass farm the marks is going to be from just doing the ground TFOs. Yeah.
Cease hostilities. The battle is now complete. You fought.
Okay, there's that daily done.
Despite the odds. I look forward to watching your next effort.
Let's see, how am I doing with the event campaign now? I always open up the wrong window. Oh yeah, there is an upgrade event active right now, by the way, for the next 3 days on all platforms, I believe, so make sure to take advantage. Ground is fine, I just prefer making FPS low with space magic, yeah. Are you saying they don't care for the PvP players of the game? I mean, I would say, you know, throughout Stowe's history, there really wasn't much care for PvP players. In the time under Deca, that seemed to have changed a little bit, where there was at least some recognition of some of the issues people were dealing with in PvP, and some of those issues were being addressed. But what I'm more referring to is that the PvP community itself has done quite a bit of damage to itself. Some of the veteran groups basically pushed out one of the newer groups that was trying to bring new people in, is my understanding. So Charlie, I'm stoked as I just sent the T5 colony upgrades fetting KDF side on my fleet. I'm the only really active player these days, so that was quite the achievement. Nice. Billy, yeah. Or, how's it going, Billy? And, yeah, Archmagos. Yeah, yeah, but it's unfortunate for Stowe because, like, there's not that many people involved in that side of the game. So, like, that just really hurts that entire community. Yeah. Alan, how's it going? Yeah, definitely. People hate on things because they see, like a Reddit thread or something about it. Yeah, that's definitely a factor. Let's see here. I guess the Orion ship just dropped, so let's pull that back out. Um, I know I already dropped a review for the Orion ship, but if I wasn't a content creator, I probably would not go for the ship. Like, I just don't. Unless you just really like the visuals of it, which it does look really good with some of the Vandy shields. Where's Bozeman Titans? To me, with Platinum or the Lucari is how this looked best. There we go. Like, if you like the visuals of it, it's your money. But performance-wise, there's just no reason to go for this thing. Like, Raiders in general, like Raiders and these escorts that don't have a hangar bay, they're already, like, really not that great. I mean, they could still do perfectly fine, but compared to, like, Strike Wing escorts, they are behind. Yeah. Let's see, what is the size of this versus the Mirror Strike Wing escort? Yeah. It looks awesome, yeah. But it is small. Look at that. Against the Mirror Strike Wing escort. That thing is just tiny. Romulan Vandy Shield? I don't know if I have that. Nah. Remember in the blog, though, they have pictures of it with all the Vandy Shields. There's Lucari. Okay. Counterpoint is the current Universal Endeavor. So let's do a Counterpoint Elite public queue. Yeah. I'm, how can you get the Biochemist other than the exchange? Isn't that... That's fleet support DOF packs, right? Yeah, because that's the ground version of the battery DOF. So I believe, yeah, the fleet support DOF packs. Raiders make for a good spore-infused anomalies bomber. Snap, thank you for the super sticker. Oh, there's the pop. Yeah, at some point, too, logical. I wonder how they're going to address that. Like, how are they going to address these best in slot items that, like, really bottleneck us into specific ships at the high end? Like Hexa Cannon's really powerful. Nerf it all. I think in general, experimental weapons have historically had an issue of being underpowered. And it's just that in the past couple of years, we finally got a couple that were actually, like, better than an aft weapon. And then hexacannons came out and can do, like, 1.5 dual heavy cannons worth of damage. Yeah. I think hexacannons could easily take a 10 to 20% hit before, but like a 10 to 20% hit, and like it wouldn't change anything. Yeah, I think like a general rebalance for all experimental weapons would be good.
DS9 to all... Alliance forces, the station is under heavy attack.
I got stuck in a Wells bubble. Yeah. Like, I don't think they need to be knocked down to a point where they're not the best anymore, but I think
The Terrans are
they could take a 10 to 20% hit and it wouldn't really be an issue. Like, they'd still be the best. That broadside did nothing for me. Oh, feedback. No, no. You stay away. You stay far, far away. Trying to slam you with the feedback pulse there. Get out of here. Oh, someone else got that one. Darthon. Hey, you're late, Darthon. I'm disappointed. Your Kidmir's struggling. Oh, did I get feedbacked? No? Torp's red. Damn. One downside to the ship is it does have a lower hull capacity than other ships as well, so you will be caught by a stray torp spread and stuff like that. What is my hull at right now? 77k? Yeah. Unfortunate. It happens. Yeah. Documents, how's it going?
Something massive is coming through a portal. It's Terok Nor.
Yeah, Type 7s, like, I remember when those came out, you know, we asked, you know, is this what you guys wanted introduced into the game? Like, we were, like, behind the scenes, like, in the DPS community, like, reaching out, and we were like, are you sure this is what you want? Are you really sure?
Lower your defenses and surrender. Stay prepared.
Dan, thank you for the gifted sub. Greatly appreciate it.
Surrender now. And the terror.
Yeah, I don't know. I find raiders just, to me, they just don't really offer much value in, like, the modern game. Like, the idea of these is that they're supposed to do more damage, right? But they don't. Like, these should be, you know, some good high damage dealing ships. And I mean, they can still do respectable amounts, but, you know, you would expect that the lower survivability that they have is in trade-off for, like, them doing more damage. But that just isn't the reality of how the game works. Reindeer, thank you. I'm, mispronouncing names isn't normal. Yeah, I know I don't have to stay right there.
We conquered everyone else in our reality.
Yeah, but they don't do that. Like, there's some things in the game that don't live up to what they're supposed to do. Hype train started, oh boy.
The Emperor. Stay prepared.
Sora, thank you for the gifted sub. Greatly appreciate it.
Stay prepared.
I think that was just sort of a theme that they were trying to go for with those ships. It was just them being, like, really tanky. Dark. Is the SS Antares device good? Yeah, but it's got a really annoying visual. So you see that, like, this effect here? That happens to everyone within range of the Antares. It's really annoying.
Stay prepared.
There are some ways to focus on flanking damage, but it just generally isn't going to be worth it.
DS9 to Alliance forces. Terok Nor has been disabled.
I don't know. It's a good question. Oh wow, I got hit by a lance. Damn. Not in any... Not in that way, Chiaps, no. I didn't want to mention anything in that way. This ship also not having a cloak is really unfortunate for it. Damn it. Yeah, the survivability on this thing just sucks. Because it's just such a low hull capacity on it. Just taking random secondary shots and dying. Terrible Cheops. Morphe. Yeah, indeed logical.
Our
Terrible
reinforcements will
Cheops.
put you in your place.
Damn feedback pulse. Yeah. There we go.
You haven't seen the last of me.
There's that endeavor done.
Nor has been sent back to the mirror universe. We wouldn't have been able to repel them without your help.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like Counterpoint. I just personally, it's not a TFO for me. I just never really enjoyed it. But yeah, logical. I mean, that's always been an issue for them, isn't it? Like, they build ships based on whims and feelings. That's why it's complete RNG if the ship or gear is good or not, and how you can end up with $30 ships being meta and $200 promo ships sucking. That's why stats are all over the place. Absolutely true. Yeah, they broke from that pattern. I don't know. The Orion ship here, like, it's cool, but like it's not a ship that I really want to fly long term. No, that was just the Universal Endeavor. It's been around for a while. We haven't had any new Universals in a while. Val, thank you for the casual membership. Greatly appreciate it. I want to check some market stuff. Don't get me wrong, it's amazing when you have a situation like the Iwani, but the counterpoint to that is, well, why is this ship worth $170 more than a meta-defining $30 option? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna swap characters here. Oh boy. Sora, I appreciate it. Stanky Port was saying he was glad the Orion trait wasn't overperforming. It would be easy to make it do that based on what it does, and that's probably not the mindset you should have for lockbox ships. Gotcha. Yeah, Charlie, I might do a few later in. I just want to check some market stuff first. So, first up, let's see. What is the Orion ship out right now? I just like to take a look at stuff. What's in the top left? So it's hard to see on this character. So at the top left, it's what is it, River Tuner from like MSI Afterburner to just see like my GPU usage, or temperature usage, the clock speed, the power usage, then the video memory usage and temp and stuff like that, then my CPU temp usage, how much RAM I'm using, and then the FPS. What do you guys think of the new look of the ships from the Academy show? I mean, it's just an extension of the of Discovery. Yeah, it's just for me to keep track of like temps and FPS. I've got the game locked at 60 FPS right now. Sora, I appreciate it. I'll swap over to that character in just a moment. What was I gonna do here? Duty officer pack. Yeah, what are echelons at? Echelons, I mean, there's a couple at 550, then 650. Not a ton on the market right now. You see a lot of Breeding Dread on the exchange for 1.5 bill. I am fortunate that I don't need any more of those right now. That was a very expensive endeavor for me, getting those for my main characters last year. Store, again, I appreciate it. We're going to do a mix of packs here. I mean, I got an adaptive offense there. That's pretty good. As always, Sora, I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, it's the new layout, you know, the pilot temporal. If you like that, then it's good. But yeah, I do think the Adamant is probably a better ship, yeah. Cheops, thank you. Yeah, for me, it's also just monitoring. So I'm back on my 7900 XTX right now. The 9070 is just sitting on my desk. The issue I have with the 9070 is I have uh, a setup that uses a lot of video memory when I have all of my production software up. So on top of that, I've got 4 monitors, and these are all 4K. just that 16 gigs of video memory was too big of a bottleneck for me. That's why I'm not using the 9070 XT right this second, because it just I just need more than 16. Cornering the market on monitors now? No. I got some really good deals on some of my monitors. My most recent was a Gigabyte M28U. That's 4K, 28 inches, 144 hertz. I got it for $65. So just keeping an eye on markets and just finding good deals. Yeah, I mean the answer Everwind is basically the Mirror Strikewing Escort. So you're talking about using the sortable filterable ship list. Where's that mystical engineer? Bridger, it's incoming. I do need to level up ships on it, and yes, I know. You have contributed to it as well. It is going to happen. And thank you kindly for that 50. I appreciate that, Bridger. I can't give it a like. Apparently, I can only give it that heart. Mia, how's it going? Spencer taking the exchange PvP out of the world. Yeah. I don't know. The past couple of months have just been weird timing wise. But let's get back to this. So you want a ship that has access to experimental weapons, has a hangar bay, and really you want to have at least intel seating, because basically every high-end player is going to want OSS to buff up their fleet power. Also needs to be fleet equivalent. So basically you're down to 4 ships in the game: the Fleet Norway, the Dalkina, the Mir Angle, and the Jem'Hadar Heavy Strike-Wing Escort. The Jem'Hadar ship has a lieutenant commander pilot, no primary commander specialization, so that already makes it a weaker option. The Mir Angle, we already know that's like the established meta platform. The Dalkina, that's still good, but the lieutenant commander engineer is a weak spot for it right now. And the Fleet Norway, that's basically just a budget Dalkina. Oh, Jem'Hadar's forefront too, yeah. Yeah, the Fleet Norway is still bugged right now. I saw Fluffle confirm last night that is still bugged. Yeah, logical. They're trying to kill off the 5070 Ti, another 16 gig cards. Yeah. The stats on the Fleet Norway. It's been bugged since the remember the name change issue with the what was it? I'm blanking on the name. The one Galaxy variant everyone loves, the World Razor. When the World Razor name got accidentally screwed up last year, like ever since then, there was a couple of ships that had incorrect stats, and the Fleet Norway was one of them. That's the only one still broken. The Protostar, the Dauntless 2, and the other one got fixed. It's just down to the Theseus. Yeah, it's just the Fleet Norway is still bugged. Just incorrect hull and shield mods. So if you have the Fleet Norway, you are missing out on 0.25 of your hull mod and 0.12 of your shield mod. Oh, is it even worse? Yeah. Yeah, so you're just missing some some capacity there. Yeah, the World Razor is still really good, yeah. So, was it Everwind? Yeah, to answer your question, like that, there's a good reason that the Mere Angle Strike Wing Escort is like the top ship right now, meta wise. There's just nothing else out there that can do what it can do. Okay, let's make a little bit of EC today. I'm going to buy some DOF packs. Let's go back to this character. Ground is fun. Marhawkman, how's it going? Yeah, I mean, ground is cool, but look, I go to ground, I visit these terrible maps like ESD, and you know what I get? I get the flu. It's all totally because I did the ground stream a couple weeks ago. That's definitely what's going on. What time are the promo ship giveaways? Not here. What are Borgdoffs going for right now? 27. What's 26 at? Every time you do bug hunt, elite a family member. Oh no. Okay, so the thing about your Valors and like the Romulan drone ships, okay, is like when you're doing a full pet focused build, you're taking a ton of your build, a ton of the space on your build to try and buff those pets up, and what are you getting out of them? 100, 200k? So, like, if you don't do that, if you focus on buffing up your weapons or using some really powerful universal consoles instead, and then you just slot the Type 7s, that's basically always going to be better. Like, if you want to do a carrier like pet focused build, I mean, go for it. Though those can get you through any content the game has. But if you're wondering, just at the end of the day, what's more effective, just slotting the Type 7s and focusing on the rest of your build, like your weapons and consoles, or focusing on trying to buff the pets up, the Type 7s will always win. I'm thinking of doing a video on this when I'm not all nasally and all this, but it really is a rough situation for pet builds. And I know Dilla posted one recently, and I was looking at the numbers, and it's just like, that's sort of rough. Let me find it here. So Dilla, I mean, 1.1 million with the carrier build, but when you look at the actual damage sources, which he has at the bottom here, the pets did 106k plus another 56k from the lithium, the Credence console. Yeah, like, another 5.6. So they did like 170k, probably like right around there if you add up all the numbers. I'm just rounding it. It just the issue with pet builds is that you can never buff the pets up enough to beat out, your weapons or what your consoles could do. Like that's just the fundamental issue with these pet builds is they will never get to that same level of performance. They could still do more than enough that's than what's needed for the game, but that they don't have enough behind them to push them to that level. But yeah, I mean, if you want to do a pet build, I mean, go for it. I don't want to sound like I'm dismissing it or being a dick or anything like that. That's just the like the flaw of them right now. Yeah, and the pets don't always listen. Yeah, we've all seen that. Okay, so I just spent like 600 mil. I can't do math right now. I bought 6 of these Borg Survivor Doff packs for like, yeah, right around 600 mil. Let's see what I got. And pets were never meant to out DPS the main ship, were they? I don't think so. Yeah. Like, I know plenty of people that do those builds and they have fun with it. I think it's just important to keep in mind that they will never match that performance before you go in and invest, heaps of money on them. Oh, I was doing stuff on this character. Different character. Let's go to 31. Now, the battery doff, yeah, the battery duty officer would drop from the fleet support. Oh, Sor, I appreciate it. Okay, what do I get here? 41? 10? Oh, no, I got screwed. I got mega screwed right there. What's that 46 worth right now? Basically, if you get the fabrication engineers from the Borg Doff packs, you're screwed. They're all worthless. Okay, 46. I mean, that's 100. I'll put it up at 95. 41. Oh boy. Okay, so that was a $500 million loss right there. Yeah. Yeah. Due to your loss, an angel gets its wings now. Terrible. That's one echelon worth of VC lost right there. Oh, we gotta do the other packs here, courtesy of Soros. Let's go to another character. As Lita says, the house always wins. Yeah. We got Start Your Adventure, right? Did they do a Start Your Adventure? No, they didn't. Okay, well, I'll buy one. Okay. Let's see how these Doff packs from Sora go. So Delta Alliance has a chance at the crit Doffs, but also like traits like Scramble Fighters, Attack Pattern Delta Prime. Didn't really get lucky there, unfortunately. There's one rare EWO. It happens. So I was going to do this as a video the other day, but for those of you working on like a Jemadar character, one of the tasks there is to get 6 of the duty officer commendations done, and the easiest of the commendations to do is recruitment. You can go in and you can dismiss duty officers, and when you do that, you get recruitment XP. So you do that, and you can, with just a little bit of EC, like, you can power through recruitment, like, within half an hour, all the way to tier 4. Oh, absolutely, Bubby. There's definitely a disconnect. Like, there's things that are just very common to like elite players that we don't even think about other people not having access to, and it's hard to get out of that mentality. It's really difficult. Okay, let's try some other duty officer packs. Fleet support popped up before. Let's give them a couple goes. Yeah, I'm probably gonna drop that as a video here in the next couple days, just because that's like an easy video for me to get out while even while like all nasally and dealing with this crap like that. That's pretty dead simple to get out. Okay, here's 70 million EC worth of fleet support DOF packs. Do I get lucky? I've already got a stack of 4 fleet ship modules here, so what I want to know is, do I get any good rare or very rare DOFs? Looks like I got really screwed over there, but let's go through and dismiss these lower quality duty officers. The duty officers can't be in your overflow bag. If they're in your overflow bag and you dismiss them from there, you get nothing. They have to be actively on your roster. I mean, look at this, though. Like, sure, this is a little bit of clicking, but if I went through and did this over, like, half hour, like, just while I've got a show on, like, if this is just something you're doing, like, one time, like, pretty easy. They have to be just on your officer roster. Like, if I go in... Okay, let me have this reset here. Let's go away off the window. Okay, if I discard this duty officer right here, Noka, discard, I get nothing. It has to be on your roster. If it's in the overflow bag and you dismiss it from overflow, you get nothing. It has to be on the your actual roster. Cyburn, how's it going? It's on KDF side. That's terrible, Dython. They take ages to sell. Let's filter by new. It's also good just to have a general understanding of what DOFs are worth trying to sell. So like whatever pack you're going in and opening, just taking a look at the wiki and seeing, do any of these look like they'd be any good? Like, oh, here's a battery DOF. That's going to be worth some EC, so don't dismiss it. Yeah, no problem. I'm glad that this is helping folks out. Let's, like I said, I get any very rare DOFs out of that are worthwhile? Not really. Okay, let's do the next batch. The other part of this, that the thing here that people really can't stand, that I've never done this before, is just the amount of time it takes. That's one of the things too, like, playing with the duty officer market is extremely profitable, but most people, after going through and doing like one session of like going through opening DOF packs, like filtering through what they've got, they'll never do it again. Most people find it to be just too tedious, even though it's like one of the most profitable things you can do with your EC. Yeah, absolutely. I remember being in Discord with Mixed2, and he did this one time. Nick and I were telling him to try it with some Delta Doff packs, and he did it the one time, and he's like, never again. And I got a few of the ground biochemist. A few space battery doffs also. I don't know what the rares are worth right now. Yeah, more active DOF slots for ground and space would be nice. The game does support it too, so. Okay, what are the rare or the very rare DOS I've done so far? Whenever you get one of these binars, there's some of them that are worth quite a bit, but I did not get one of those. Like if you get one that's bonus fleet marks, that's worth quite a bit. And still no very rare battery quartermaster. How many of these do I have to go through? Actually, let's see before I buy more. What are the rare battery quartermasters worth for KDF? Rare. Well, Richard, you wouldn't be doing this on a regular basis. This is more of you're doing this just the one time to get your recruitment on your Gemidar up to tier 4. Like, yeah, long term, you'd want to go and contribute to your fleet instead and get fleet credits, but, you know, right here, I've went from like 49k up to just under 67k, you know, within a couple of minutes. So the point of this is more of just showing people, you know, that this is a way to get through that commendation fast. But yeah, I mean, it's good for getting fleet creds too. So, I mean, not terribly high. 15.5. What are very rare battery quartermasters at right now? 277 it looks like, if the info form ever pops up. What are fed battery quartermasters at? About the same? Okay. Yeah, like, I understand, like, yeah, obviously long term, you know, going for the uh the fleet creds instead would be better, but this is just showing the viability of this. The fleet support DOF packs also have a chance to give you a stack of 4 fleet ship modules, which I have not seen thus far. At least with this opening. Okay, let's go through again. Also having duty officer commendation XP bonus pools up, the CXP boost, those are really good. Yeah. Fleets are hard to build up nowadays. There just isn't the issue is there's too many fleets, and like you just don't end up having enough active players in every fleet out there. But yeah, I mean, this right here, like, it's a little bit time consuming, but you can also use this as a way to potentially make some EC if you get lucky on the DOF packs, which I am not seeing thus far. Yeah, I mean, that's how most fleets are too, is just with my fleet, the Breakfast Club, we basically saw the writing on the wall to all this right after Delta Rising, and we were basically like, we're not going to focus on social activity anymore. Rather, TBC's focus is that we are like a fully developed fleet. We have everything the fleet can offer, but with none of the social commitment requirements. And, you know, some people like that. Some people don't like the social requirements that some fleets have. So it's worked out pretty well for us. But I understand, you know, people want in an MMO that there's quite a few people that want to actually play the game with other people. I fully understand that. Got a trick for rep leveling? It's just a slow, tedious process. Yeah, rep building is just a very slow, tedious process. It just takes time. Do I feel a fleet adjustment is needed? It's too late. They, I've been vocal about this before, but some of the former management at Cryptic really dropped the ball when it came to fleets. Basically, Delta Rising and just the way things were handled back then basically sealed the fate of fleets being. Yeah, they sealed the deal of fleets being like a social hub in the game. There were so many active fleets before Delta Rising, and then with the difficulty adjustment that happened to Delta Rising, the very, very poor mismanagement that happened with some of the events around that time period, it just almost every fleet I know basically died with that. Like fleets that would have a dozen people on every night, just nothing. Yeah, I mean, as a player, like it was just wild to see. What gear's actually fleet specific best in slot? Deflector and upgrade type 7, yeah, basically. And your extra trait slot, off slot. Yeah, your best bet when it comes to fleets nowadays is just find one that's already developed. Is the game dying? No. What's happening to Stowe is what's been going on for a very long time. And that it's really a single player experience nowadays. I mean, you know, sure, we do still have some social stuff happening, but like year over year, I mean, the game is still doing pretty well. We'll see a really big spike here in February when the anniversary drops. Right now, the numbers are low because the winter event just ended, and you know we're just in the lead up to the anniversary event. Yeah, most still players log in for the new episode and back out. Yeah, I mean this game still spikes up pretty heavily whenever the anniversary event happens. You can see it every single year. Whenever there's a big content drop, then things spike up and get really active. Yeah, and I mean, the thing to keep in mind also is, you know, looking at these metrics, this is just through Steam. This is not showing us people playing through Epic, people playing through Arc. Um, like, there's a lot more than just the numbers you see here. And, like, then there's also console. Yeah, and that's where the Armada system comes into play. Yeah, Dark Eddy. When they punish players for leveling up too fast post Delta Rising, yeah, that pissed a lot of people off. Yeah, crossplay with console would be good. I've heard a lot of people say that console has more players than PC, and that may have been true, at certain points throughout throughout Stowe's lifetime on console. It may have hit that at one point, but right now, I think that there's less people on Xbox and PlayStation combined than there is on PC. PC is by far the dominant platform activity wise. Yeah, crossplay would be really huge for players on those platforms. But yeah, that won't happen, but it would be really nice if it could. It's not even PC Master Race, it's just the game doesn't hold up as well over there. Like it's still playable, clearly that there's a lot of people that are very passionate over there, very engaged, but and I know I haven't had like too much hands-on time with it because real life for me has been rough the past year, but the experience is not at the same quality level as PC. Um, Sand, I don't really use either of them. Did you miss the roast of Starfleet Academy? Um, I mean, I watched Starfleet Academy. I haven't talked about it here. Um, I've watched the first two episodes that are out, and like, do I think it is the best Star Trek that I've ever watched in my life? Of course not. Do I think it's the worst I've ever watched? No. Like it was fine. Yeah, better than Discovery. Um, I'd say we got to give it some more time to really develop before saying anything substantial. But I mean, obviously, I think the S9 or Voyager are better. Um, I think just by the nature of modern television shows where they only do like 10 episode seasons, it's harder for them to do a lot of the things that we saw back on the like 20 episode seasons back in the day where they could, go in, have a lot of filler, backstory stuff like yeah, like just by the design of modern television, you can't get that same experience. But I think it's too early to say anything really substantial about the show long term. Let's try some Delta packs. Get some money. Give me a scramble or a Delta. Actually, Delta Prime's not worth much nowadays. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know people immediately were trashing it, but I mean that's everything that's released nowadays because people know that they can say anything's trash online and milk money off of that. Um, yeah, being extremely generous. Yeah, it's hard for me to say too much right now. Do I ever have issues with still launching on a different monitor than desired? I mean, I've had that happen sometimes, but I'll just drag the window over. Like I just I move it around quite a bit, so I just really don't find it to be too much of a distraction for me. No luck with traits today, damn. Hopefully there's like a crit doff in here. And there's a projectile. I think that's projectile. Nick, how's it going, man? Nick, you've been messaging me to like play Star Citizen and stuff, and it's like, well, one, I've been like just dead the past couple days with the flu here. Um, and two, I'm not gonna go through that experience again. That was garbage, to be honest with you, man. When you had me play Star Citizen that one day, like with the going in to fight the worm thing, like it just like my honest reaction was like, this is garbage. I'm I'm like spending we spent what, like an hour or two to get to the thing, and it's just like I don't want to waste my time on that. I mean, I just didn't respond. Ask Nick, I just didn't respond. I just ghosted him. Oh, I got 3 projectile crit doffs, not a single energy one. Okay, so of all the doff pack opening I just did, I got like mega screwed. I don't have any battery quartermasters. I don't have any very rare energy doffs. I got really screwed over on all those openings. That's like a billion EC loss right there. It's fine. I'll sell just another echelon to cover it. In terms of power creep, do I think we're going to see X3 soon, or should I get rid of my experimental upgrade tokens? I think eventually we'll get X3. I don't know when, and I think right now I get the vibe of like just concerns about putting too much power creep in, even though we've already got massive amounts. What's going on with the RNG being so harsh? I mean, that's just what happens. Elite captain times 2. I mean, they'd have to look at their metrics and see, if that would be worth it. Like, I don't know. I mean, how many people use an elite captain upgrade and are actually benefiting from it? I'm not saying that they won't. I don't know what those numbers look like for them. Chadwick. I remember Spencer trying to pick up his kit that was forced off of him for 20 minutes. Yeah, that was rough. Tritosi. Dude, let me pull this up here. I keep seeing for Sins of a Solar Empire, um, for the new one, where is it? There's another Star Trek mod that people are working on for this, and I don't know if it's on here right now. I don't know. But there's a Star Trek mod for Sins of a Solar Empire, and I keep seeing YouTube videos for it pop up, and it's like, damn, that's gonna look really nice. Yeah. They're through in-game. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, it's been a little bit since I started that game up. Yeah, I got screwed by the opening there today. That's fine. It happens. might have to go hit up the Federal Reserve to make up for some of that DC. Go print me some more money. Have I seen any good mods for Armada 4? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. It looks really good. Have I seen any good mods for this game, for Stowe? I mean, there's sound mods that people have made, you know, like visual effects removal stuff. Yeah, I remember seeing that in the comments. That Voyager video game, yeah, how far out is that? It's coming out soon, isn't it? Yeah, how far out is this? February 18th? I still haven't played the demo of it. Let me add it to the wish list. Yeah, I mean, I had people ask me to play it. I'll probably give it a try. Might do a stream on it. Dan? That's a good question. Val, you got an answer for Dan there? What is the best ground kit to give to a squad member for like a bridge officer? Yeah. Yeah, there's a new Voyager game coming out. It's sort of like a mobile game experience is what it looked like to me. Like it almost reminded me of like Fallout Shelter with some of the pictures, like a blend of some different games, like some neat effects there. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but like the vibe I got from it was, I mean, it's a desktop game, but it looked like sort of like that mobile type experience. But I'll try it out and see how it feels. Maybe I'm completely off basis there. Yeah, let's see here. How much is sitting in the Federal Reserve right now? Enough for if I need a ship. Okay. Lobby ships are really down. Voth Bastille for 159. And there was a comment earlier about a Brignon Thought on here for 1.5. Is that still the case? Green. Not now, apparently. So many echelons. Hell, thank you for the follow. That would be Troll. Mega Troll. Yeah. So Bridger did ask, what is going on with the engineer? It's getting there. Thank Gibbs again. It's been a while since I heard from Gibbs. Yeah, well, on console, it was up for a really long time. Okay, so from the engineer captain here, Bridger, I think you sent it the Gorn Hunter. Thank you again for that. So I've got a World Razor, a Brignon Thought. I've got a Crossfield refit now because of the bundle. So what am I missing? Just the Like the Mirror Warship. And I'm not even running that trait on my main right now. How am I swapping ships in space? Right in the status window. So if you're on PC, just hit U. Go to your ship and then switch starship. Val. Is there legendary bridge officers? Not really. I like the Breen Omni more. If you're doing like a twinkling setup, I feel like that's probably going to add more for you. Like the Breen Polaron Omni, the Procon, that's actually pretty good. I can't English right now. Any must-haves from the reputations besides discovery and competitive? Good question. What am I even using from the other reputations right now? Let me swap to like my main ship. I don't think so. Like at this point, most of the reputation gear is just, aged out. Like it's still good budget gear, but it's definitely aged out a little bit. I mean, Terran Task Force, yeah. The phaser and disruptor or dual heavy or beam, yeah. Aside from that, yeah. It's really about getting the traits unlocked. What was I gonna do here? Val. Yeah, when it comes to the best bridge officers, it's basically just Romulan, Watcher. The Jem'Hadar are fine, but they don't hold as much value. And then the Riemann Infiltrators for Cloak. Chadwick, how dare you? Could a hybrid eclectic collector and twinkling build work with all weapon types and all energy types? Yeah, I mean, you could do that. I don't think eclectic is... Personally, I don't think it's really worth chasing because that means mixing beams and cannons and like a torpedo. It just... To me, with eclectic, by the time you're really going in and maxing it out on most builds, you're probably losing a bit of potential to get all those stacks. If I wanted a legendary Romulan bridge officer, who would I want? Oof. Give me the it's a fake guy that literally just yells that line. Like just poses right over the enemy after defeating them and just yells, "It's a fake." Something like that. A Hollow Sela bridge officer. Ryan, how's it going? TOS Chang. Yeah. Yeah, just turn "It's a fake guy" into a meme. Senator Vreenak, yes, thank you. I couldn't remember the name. Yeah, I've got the everyone in the household tested positive for influenza A. So been dealing with that this week. That's why there's not been any videos since Tuesday, because basically after that, I like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, just the like that this isn't the quality of what I want to be putting out, you know? What about the Voyager guy that beamed over? Maybe. Oh no, Cheops. Dijon, thank you for the follow. Order Trafalgar's out on the market right now. You know what? It's been a little bit since we've done a gamble on stream. I feel like doing a little bit of a gamble. I'm going to go hit up the Federal Reserve and borrow some, or I'm sorry, print some EC. Let's get us some massive keys. Oh, Chadwick, I appreciate it. Yeah, flu is fun. Okay, so I got 160 keys. But I need Sora, the gambling addiction, it calls for it, okay? I do not actually have a gambling addiction. It's entirely a meme. I'm sorry to meme about it. Now I want to just see if I get another ship box. Because, I mean, another ship box would be nice. I'm going to go Pure Infinity. Actually, you know what, low. We're going to mix it up here. I don't want to do Safe Galaxy, Borg, Partners in Crime. Nah. We'll do a mix of Borg and Infinity. Not really feeling that luck here from the Borg. I don't get another... Okay. This isn't Denial Stage 1. Terrible. Okay, I'm gonna do Pure Infinity for the rest. Crud, I'm gonna run out of DOFs, or inventory space here. Give me just a second. Get these terrible fighters out of here. Let's go to low or higher population instance. There we go. Nice. Yeah, I saw you post on the Discord, Dan. So I just sold some echelons to get the CC, so let's see. Do I get a ship out of, 160 keys? I got T5. That's not what I want. What I also really like is that I haven't gotten another Borg DOF pack since I stopped opening the Borg lockbox. The drop rate is just so horrendous. On the very last box, the very last one gave a ship. Have I tried a Cars Revenge? We used that console for like some support stuff a while back. It's not really that good. It's still a ship drop at the very end, yes. But I really like how there was no more Borg DOF packs there. The drop rate on those legitimately is worse than the ships. If you're opening Infinity. It's really ridiculous. Honestly, the Infinity lockbox just desperately needs a revamp on their part. Like, the way that it is designed right now just sucks. I talked about these issues years ago. I've had done like 2 videos on the topic. It just, the way that they have the box designed really sucks. There needs to be more choice packs. Like, all the DOFs should be in a choice pack. The ship boxes should be tradable or sellable. Yeah, the lockbox in general really is just too bloated. That everything needs to be in choice packs. It would be so much more satisfying. Like, if you're spending money on it, which is what they want, like, that they could offer a better experience. Ryan, what are the partners in crimes packs going for on the exchange? I don't know right now. You mean the weapon packs? Green, Imperium, a 4. Yeah, Namatra. That'd be nice. My favorite thing about opening the ships on this character, though, is it puts epic creator code CasualSAB out there for everyone. It's just a bit of a meme. Yeah. I mean, I think that they're aware. It's just the time. Is it more worth to open keys or sell them? Always sell. Like, what you just saw me do was, open $160 worth of lockboxes and very barely got the ship at the very last box. Like, it just isn't worth it to open them. You can go out and for around 120 keys, you can get enough EC to buy whatever ship it is you're wanting. Whereas the lockbox system, the way that it's designed, you can open, 300-400 and not get a ship. I remember keys under 1 million. And Becky, congrats on the ship as well. As long as a certain number of players keep gambling, they won't change a thing, yeah. I have hundreds of Endeavor reward boxes that I don't want to open because so much clicking would kill your mouse. 1990? Hey, I wasn't even born until 96. That's going to make some of you feel old, and I'm sorry for that. It's crazy to think that this year I'll be 30. Ace, if you're selling them, my recommendation is never undercut too much. So if you're looking at keys, like, if I see them at 12.4, I'd probably just match at that price point. I might even price above that if I'm posting them in bulk, because people that are buying keys in bulk, they would much rather spend an extra 40-50K per unit to just buy the bulk listing. Wait till I hit 40. Oh no. Star Wars 1985. Dan 77. My mom was born in 70. Have I ever misplaced a stack of keys for a bargain? No, I've never undervalued a listing like that. Yeah, my mom was born in 70. I was born 96, my sister 2000. Cheops here. He's ancient. I'm sorry to make some of you feel a bit old there. Old there. If it makes you feel better, let me pull up the audience metrics. This is for all of last year. If it makes you feel better, there's the audience metrics for last year. You can definitely see that Stowe does not really attract a younger crowd. Star Trek it's so heavily towards like an older middle-aged crowd. Yeah. Just turned 40, it's brutal. Oh no. Dark Eddie, born in 75. I felt old before you were born. Oof. What are the benefits of multiple characters? So there's a few. You know, you're able to get more dilithium refined by, just doing activities on more characters each day. Each character independently has that 8,000 dilithium that they can refine each day. So if you do activities, you spread them out on different characters, you can get more. You also have the extra storage that you're getting from those extra characters. If the characters are part of a recruitment event, then you're also getting the perks of the various recruitment unlocks that get you. Yeah, I mean it's storage and the unlocks really is the big thing for me. Is it bad that I really need to do this because I've got all of TOS on my server. I really need to go through and actually like watch it because I've never watched TOS in its entirety. Someone's gonna be really salty when I say that. I need to get some dilithium on casual. 770 marked and 972 Borg neural processors. Okay. Get that dilithium. Oh no. Stanky boy. Terrible. Logical. Yeah. Haven't watched all of TOS either, but can speak endlessly to TNG through Enterprise. Yeah. Terrible. Yeah, TNG is like to me was like TNG, Voyager, DS9 is what really got me started into to Trek. Darthon, I don't know anymore. I sparked a fire. I said I didn't watch a thing. I'm gonna get canceled for that. Yeah, I have not watched the animated series, and I probably never will. I hope no one is offended by that one. Just that doesn't seem to be something that would appeal to me. TAS is season 4 of TOS. I didn't watch that. Is Nick's answer to everything? Yeah. What's your favorite Star Trek show? Is just the 90s? Yeah, DS9 is so good. Yeah. DS9, Voyager, like that era. Um, Red Matter or Battery Energy Amplifier, which is better? The energy amplifier can be used more often. Yeah, I don't think I even have it downloaded on my server. Yeah. Terrible chops. I think in general it's just harder to have like that classical Star Trek approach with the like I was saying before, with the seasons being, so compressed nowadays. It's hard to have like all that filler that we had back then. And I know Discovery tried, but the issue I had with some of the Discovery seasons is it felt like the story was stretched up too far or stretched out too far. Like I forget what season it was, but it was like it feels like this would have been like a 2 or 3 part episode back with the older shows. And like they stretched it out to be the entire season, and it was hard. It was hard for me to follow. Yeah, I just hope with Stargate, getting its next iteration. They've already said it's going to be like 10 episodes for the season, right? So it'll be curious to see what happens there. Um Babylon 5, yeah, Babylon 5 is great. Dark Ghost. Yeah, they're doing a new Stargate show, and it's being done by like the original writers. Dark Ghost is that 52 for the year? Is that why you're feeling so attacked? All right, just gotta lean into that a bit more. The show writers. So the where is it? Gate World. Like they went in and did the announcement like with the people from Gate World also. Yeah, so one of the guys behind like Stargate Atlantis, Martin Guerrero is back, and Brad Wright and Joseph Malozzi are also involved. So like all of the show people are there. Now, obviously, we're probably not going to see all of the actors return. Um, I would not be surprised if we see Teal'c return, given isn't he doing like a God of War? So if he's already doing something for Amazon, it probably wouldn't be too much of a stretch for him to, hop over and partake in the new Stargate if filming's happening around the same time. Yeah, Orville was nice. Yeah, I'm really hyped up for Stargate. Boy. Doctor Who has taught me not to get too overhyped about a returning showrunner. I haven't even watched, like I watched Doctor Who through Oh, I can't even think of the name. I gotta look up the doctors. Hold on. Matt Smith and David Tennant. I know I watched them. Yeah, I think it was when Peter Capaldi like started. I didn't really follow at that point. Yeah, Eccleston is when I like got into it because it was on the Sci-Fi channel, and then Tennant and the Matt Smith era. Like that's really where I watched Doctor Who, and I haven't really followed up past that. I think I saw like one or two of Capaldi's episodes and like one of the little movie style episodes that they did, but yeah, one specials or whatever. Yeah, I've heard that the that Doctor Who right now is not too wonderful. Yeah, I remember I pre-ordered. I want to say this was like 2006, 2007. I had my mom pre-order. Um, like was it Stargate Worlds or whatever game was supposed to come out on the PlayStation 2. Like I had a pre-order down for it and then it just never happened. Stargate game PS2. Was it Stargate Worlds? Oh, it was Stargate SG-1 The Alliance. Yeah, I had pre-ordered down for that and then it just never happened. What was the time frame? Oh, 2005. Damn. So like when I was like 9 or 10, I was asking my mom to go ahead and pre-order that for me. The fact that they're continuing the Stargate story and not rebooting it is the best news, yeah. The macho nice. Yeah. I know that there's been some stuff. I've been really disappointed with what Stargate games are out there. Um like I picked up where is it here? Stargate. Like I picked this up and I was just really disappointed with it. It just wasn't really for me. This is like some isometric style game where you're controlling the characters where they run around, and I don't know. This just didn't really do it for me. Like I've got it, I played it a couple minutes, and I just like was immediately turned off of it. Rams, nice, awesome. There's a mod on the Starfield Reddit forums that's making a Stargate mod as well as the Expanse mod. Nice. Total of consequences. That's nice because I have Starfield. I never really thought it was worth the time to play. I got it for free and I still was like, this isn't worth my time. So maybe with a mod that'll shake it up, yeah. Because Starfield was such a disappointment. Um, there was supposed to be a Stargate MMO, or maybe they even, yeah. It never went live. Like there's a teaser of it in universe, right? The XCOM style game by the looks of it, yeah. Nick, terrible. The company making the World's MMO went bankrupt. Gotcha. I'm far too young for the goodness that is the CRPG. Oh no. I'm just not really much of a Star Wars person. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean the mods look good though. For sure. But you get to fly ships? Terrible. Yeah. Babylon 5 never had any games tied to it. The creator did not take video games serious. Everwind, when sci-fi is at its best, is asking hard what-if questions and shows them from different perspectives. It's not spaceships and laser beams, of course, like any good drama conflict, yeah. Indeed, Dark Eddie. Okay. Let's shoot some stuff here. I'm gonna beam up to space and just make sure my cooldowns are good. Just want to make sure I have that in my inventory. I need to craft more batteries, apparently. Yeah, I make Nick very unhappy because he wants me to play, like, he wanted me to do SWTOR, and it's just like, man, I'm not really into Star Wars. And now he wants me to do Star Citizen, and it's like, when I play a game, I want to play a game. Okay, there was a request earlier for me to do Random Elite, so I'm joining the queue for Random Elite, and it already popped. What am I getting into here? I don't know what I've just gotten myself into, but may it be infected. The browser games I'm getting tired of too. Like when I drop an O game video over on the other channel, just to help that get started when I actually have time and my voice isn't terrible. I'm gonna be trashing that game, like at this point, because it deserves the negative attention. Maybe Rio Station. Judging by how long this is taking to go, I'm guessing it's going to put me into Infected Elite. Yep, it's literally Infected. Oh, no, it's saying that for all of them. Okay. Damn it, I was like, I clicked Infected and saw TFO loading. O game. I logged in M Warfare the other day. I haven't like been able to fully keep up on it, but I'm just keeping up on how they're doing. M Warfare is like trying to not have the same issues that O game had. I know that there's still some stuff being worked on there, but O game just went down such a terrible monetization path. Is this infected? Did I get lucky? Oh no. It's a TFO that everyone that isn't me loves.
And the Klingons are advancing to our position.
I got so excited, like, is it infected? And no, it's just boring Starbase 1. Load up a jelly and relax. I can't swap to the jelly, unfortunately.
Listen up. Here they come.
Probably the only person you're going to hear complain about getting this because I find it boring. I mean, it's convenient, it's easy to farm marks. I understand why people like to play it, it's just... Yeah. So grumpy. Nick, I feel terrible. Hey, what do you want me to say? Grumpy? Yeah, I played some ground TFOs and look what I caught. Sick, thank you for the follow. Yeah, so I mean there'll be a spam of videos out here soon, like when I'm feeling better. I might try to get it like a short or two done later. CSV misfire. I mean, the crate build guide, I showed last week that I already had like the first part done. Second part's damn near done. It's just I need to do the audio for him, and then I got hit by this crap, and I can't really... Like, if I'm wanting to put out a long-term video, people don't want to hear me sounding like this. And like, especially like how nasally I've been throughout the week with the damn flu here, like people don't want to hear that. Like, it's one thing if I'm putting out like a quick news video saying, hey guys, this is happening, go take advantage. But if it's a long-term video where I want it to be relevant long-term, like I don't want it to sound like trash. Yeah, I mean... Exactly. It was hard. The past couple of nights, like, so I use a CPAP to sleep, and I have a really hard time sleeping without it, and, like, I was waking up middle of the night because, like, my nose would be, like, fully plugged, so it was rough. Yeah, it's better for me to get, like, background stuff done right now while I'm able to. Now, I didn't do a damn thing, like, Wednesday, Thursday. Like, I just felt like trash, so I just didn't do anything. That was like when the fevers were hitting hard and like just, you know, just pushing through that. But I did a little bit of like background work yesterday, PowerPoint wise, and
get into position to prepare for the next
today, after this stream, I'm probably... I got some stuff I purchased on eBay I got to go through and test before I can review it, but after that I'll probably try to get some more background stuff done. I have thought about, like, I'm not a big proponent of, like, all the AI stuff, but I have wondered about, like, how useful it would be to have, like, just an AI voice trained for a situation like, you know, situations like this, where it's trained on my voice. But from what I understand, like, if you're doing something short term, that can be fine, but it can sound rather monotone, apparently, for long-term, long-form content. But I've thought that that might be like something to look into. Like, I'm not a fan of AI or what all it's done, and I think if you are going to do AI, I think you should do it locally rather than, you know, feed these companies even more data. I don't want to hear howdy folks before the robot opens fire. Spectral Stargazer, how's it going? G-ups.
That'll hold them off for now.
Yeah, I saw the
Know how much longer we can keep up
yeah,
with
the
this
deep
kind of
fake stuff, yeah. All that's gone pretty crazy.
At least there will be a tomorrow.
Dark Eddie got into an infected and did nice. New record? Congrats. Yeah, I know it won't be a long-term issue. This is just like this week issue. Raid? Oh no, did I miss? The great Cornholio, thank you for the raid. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream. Next week's issue will be Battlefield. When is the last time I played Battlefield? Nick is always focused on Battlefield, so I want to see here. Let's look at this live. Last played January 7th, and that was for the mouse video I did. Printing? Let's see here. The week after will be 3D printing. Jonesy's got an order for me I need to ship out. I just haven't wanted to touch that order this week while I've been feeling like trash. Jonesy, I hope you're fine with that. But let me see here. Let's see, how are the printers doing? Print completed. The prints on both are completed. Lovely. The lighting on them is a little bit different. The lighting of the camera. Which do I like better? The camera on the second looks a little bit clearer. Oh, the chat's blocking it. Val, is it possible to 3D print stuff out of Stow? I don't know about the dynamics of, like, getting your character model. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but I don't know the methods that would be required to do that, and I would imagine that is not something I could talk about as a Stow content creator, because that would be extracting stuff from the game. So I wouldn't be able to comment on that. Is Path of Exile 2 live? There's a DPS chase you can't win. Terrible. Cornholio, just dealing with the flu. It's been a fun week. Apologies if I asked a bad question with that. No, you're fine. Nick, as always, I would never do anything to violate the Star Trek Online terms of service. I need you to please keep that in mind. I don't appreciate that you would insinuate that I would. Terrible. No, I muted the mic there just to prevent you guys from hearing me cough right into it. I'm just glad that we got a fresh roll of paper towels from Costco like a week ago, or fresh pack. That timing was good. And this stream will probably not get saved in the channel archive. It will. I mean, there's not been anything said here that was bad. We did get some orange chicken yesterday. I haven't had any yet, though. But we did get a box of orange chicken, yeah. Just let me invoice and it won't. I'm calling you right now, Nick. I'm calling you. I think people will be able to hear you. I'm not turning my webcam on, though.
Good morning, Supreme Fleet Leader.
Can people hear you?
I don't know.
Dan, thank you for the dono. I appreciate it. Ground videos when? They can hear you. Nick, regarding your question, I did not go over it in that regard. There was some related conversation, but I didn't elaborate to what extent the seriousness of it was.
So I totally should go and say what I want to say.
No.
Oh, what a shame. That's a shame, everyone. I can't leak the information.
No, I think saying any of that publicly would probably stir up panic.
Yeah, guys. Spencer's dying.
What
Yeah.
the hell? What the hell is that? Jesus Christ,
was-
Nick. Gee, what? That's no. That's not true. Just to be clear, Nick is Jesus Christ. Oh,
Yeah, Spencer's orange chicken levels are too low, everyone. We need to send him some emergency orange chicken.
I can see you now, you bastard. Yeah, we're yeah. There's the Australian bastard right there.
Hey, I'm the nicest person ever.
Do I need to get a
nice,
Save Spencer t-shirt? Oh no.
I look better than I feel, Darthon. Ground videos when I'm not playing Star Citizen. That's the real fucking answer.
Wow. Star Citizen. You've been like super addicted to that again recently. It's really quite terrible.
There's been some really nice changes. I don't know if you would appreciate them, but they've been adding in like engineering, so it adds like a really nice depth to the space combat. So
They're adding in engineering, and you want to know if I'd care about that?
no engineering, not an engineer. Engineering.
I know.
Your parts choices matter. Your target choices matter. You can repair. Your ships can catch on fire. You can have like different presets. Like the actual like they're really adding to the game. It's been nice.
Bean, regarding TFOs, you haven't managed to finish the Wolf 3591. You have to get people on every side that are helping to rescue the boarding parties. That's the issue with that queue and randoms, is people don't read, so they don't understand that they have to do the interactions on every side. You basically need everyone to help with the objective. Nick has gone full chock-a-block on Star Citizen, haven't you, you bloody ripper? Oh no.
Nah, see, no, I'll be playing WoW again in like 6 weeks. Like I, I'm not. I'm floating around. It's more just hanging out with friends and what game we're playing at the time. See, Spencer doesn't like me enough. That's why he doesn't come and play games with me. It's all fake news.
I just don't like the games that you play.
That Spencer only likes O game and Stowe.
What? That's not true.
I mean, there's a game I want to tell you about that someone was playing in the Star Citizen Discord one night, but it's really, really not stream appropriate.
I can only
It-
imagine given what is currently on Steam.
Is your Steam? No. See, I don't even know the name of it. Like, I remember like the last word of it, but I don't remember like the words. So you could search it up, but it's terrible.
I don't even want to know.
You don't want to know.
I've seen some of the games that like you and Chiaps have talked about, and it's just like, no. Nick, you should start your stream up.
No, I think with the way I sound and feel, I need to not because we have a org events in a couple hours that I have to be yappy for, so I need to chill.
Mac
We
is
are
currently streaming Star Citizen. Filthy. Filthy.
no, he's streaming Star Trek Online. It says.
Oh.
No, he just hasn't changed it because he's old.
Ah. These damn
Yeah.
boomers, you know?
Grinding for a carrick. It's a carrick. I think it's A at the carrick.
No, isn't it over 900 million now? Or aren't they closing in on 1 billion? Like, I'm pretty sure it's more than 800 million. Yeah.
I don't. I don't want to turn this into that because I can eat like everyone who's saying those things like the scam and all that. I can respond to, but I won't.
I know. It's a joke. I've dealt with Mac. He's a nice guy. We just gotta.
No. It's everyone in chat, and I'll say it. Everyone in chat is saying that stuff, and it's like everyone. If I'll say it, everyone in chat who's saying those things have never played the game for more than fucking 2 seconds or even given it a thought.
I don't think the game is a scam. It's more of it's just by the time it's done, you're going to be in retirement age.
Nah, the Squadron 42 is getting released this year, and then the PU's not like the PU's being released. Like that's what people don't know is the persistent universe isn't the primary game. It's Squadron 42.
Oh,
The
well,
the persistent universe is a secondary benefit of Squadron 42. It's not the main game.
928 million. Okay. Well, I'm gonna wrap the stream up here because I can feel that I need to go pop some more meds with this crap. But thank you to everyone for tuning in. I'm gonna toss the raid out to Mac, who's playing this game that may or may not ever actually release. Yes, thank you all for tuning in today. Sci-fi, thank you for the follow. Again, thank you for all the donos throughout the stream. Bridger, again, that 50. Greatly appreciate it. Oh, no.
Can I send? I'm gonna send this to you.
Oh, no. Okay, the raid's out on... Okay, raid's out on Twitch. Let's see. Does Mac have it set up so I can raid on YouTube? We're not live on... Or we're still live on YouTube for the moment. Let me see if I can raid over to Mac. Does he have it set up?
Does he?
I'm gonna check here. It's a pain with this interface sometimes.
He still has a Star Trek Online. And Ad's playing, but he's up.
Yeah. Okay, I think I can redirect over there. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Again, everyone, thank you for tuning in. Sorry for no videos this week. It's just the flu sort of throws a wrench in the plans. But yeah, there will be more
Next week
stuff
you'll be
incoming.
3D printing.
Terrible, Nick. There's more stuff incoming when I have my voice back at a point where I feel like it's able to actually get worthwhile long-term content out. But yeah, see you guys around.